What's up, y'all? It's me, Kendall, once again, and I got the amazing, the illustrious, the talented, the diverse plate of taste, if you will. GRANTsounds, man. GRANTsounds.
What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do?
Thank you for taking this time with us. Shout out to our brother Blackheart over there taking pictures, for connecting us and everything. Really appreciate it, man. So, it's been a weekend. You've been all over the place. I saw you at BlurCon. We was both out there for a minute. We out here a whole week later here at DreamCon. Mm-hmm. How are you feeling? How are you? I know you gotta be tired, but I know the adrenaline and the euphoria of being around our people is so refreshing at the same time, man.
It's so much. It's so much, to say the least. Meeting so many people at this short amount of time is literally the most overwhelming thing I've gone through in my entire life. But I do it online all the time. So it's more so just physical people, more hugs, more dap. It's not really a negative, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
Hey, the only thing that we missing is the dubs out here. We're dropping the GRANTsounds dubs right now, you know, make the place go crazy. But like, again, so speaking of that, speaking of the dubs, in case y'all don't know, one of the big things that Grant does outside of, you know, being in the music space, being in, you know, big in the music space, but there's a lot of Twitch. Very involved with the community, very involved with the
Shuba.
You already know. It's a good time. One thing I want to commend you and have you talk about a little bit more in regards to Twitch streaming, because we really haven't talked to anyone that's been specific more so to Twitch. Can you talk a little bit about how that culture has developed over time and how you as a music artist, because I have a lot of other DJ friends that have talked about how people don't take advantage of Twitch as a space for being, you know, being a DJ or being an actual artist. How has that been for you? How's that journey been? Because I've seen you got a lot more consistent, even just over the past couple of months in the way that you've been executing things.
Twitch is very integral on community. The main reason why all Twitch streamers who get big is because they have amazing communities. You have people like All Go Queen, you have people like Goofy Wise, you have people like K.God, Yo SB, and these are all partners that I know that are my friends, that I could say that have quality communities that vouch for them because they have excellent content, but also they make a space that they can feel comfortable. And that's the biggest thing about Twitch streaming. I feel like a lot of people, when they come in, they want to appear as like, oh, I'm just playing video games. But incoming is then people coming into your space and they want to feel welcome. They want to make friends themselves. And that's then bigger than just you streaming. Right. So as much as it's TTV/GRANTsounds, I rep the shoebox. Yeah, that's my home. You know, that's my squad.
Oh, the Discord. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you're on the streams, you know for sure. So, in that same right, you know, for people who might be curious, because I think a lot of times it's like a little barrier, especially people see things in tiers. So people might see you and be like, oh, Grant is in this class of people and he's, you know, he's so busy, he's unapproachable, or you know, I feel like I might have to give something in order to get something. So on that specific line of thought or thought processes, really, what do you think is a dynamic of give and take? Like, what's a healthy balance of like, hey, I really am trying to, because, you know, get to know people. I'm really trying to get involved, especially like, you know, I think Blackheart's taking pictures of it, but we've taken a lot of notes from you because he's built up his Discord, he's built up his community and stuff, and we're also just paying attention to like, hey, how do you really have a balance? Because it's like for us, it's like we're just kind of going off of what we think is a safe space, and then also trying to, like you said, build a community. But then, okay, we're building a community, for instance, you're building a community. How do you integrate these communities? How do you get, like I said, a proper, healthy, respectable give and take? Because people try to make it seem like there's not a transaction going on, but there is a transaction. It's just, are you being genuine? Are you being healthy with the way that you're going about it? So again, if you could speak to like that give and take of interacting with each other as, you know, influencers and understanding that kind of nature of things.
The reason why this is such an amazing experience being at DreamCon is because it is such a magnificent time getting to know so many people that I've known online, friends that I've taken the time to get to know. Some people I'm starting the process now because in person I realize we match in energies, but others straight through voice, which is where I came from, we made friends. And then through now, I could give hugs to people, I could talk to them, I could go eye to eye and realize that they're real human beings. So the power then is that it's connecting with people and knowing people's true characters, and also sometimes curtailing your own space to make people feel comfortable. Because if you have a certain majority, people are taking a certain liking to a specific content, if you have that space, then it makes sense to then curtail what you do to make people feel more comfortable.
Right.
So my people like getting wild, my people like having calm spaces. So I realized that the dwelling that I needed to exist in needed to be multifaceted.
Right.
So there are spaces where we are active, we are loud, but there are also spaces where we're calm, we could chill, we could have heart-to-hearts. There are spaces where we vibe check and we make sure on the day-to-day we're taking care of each other. And it doesn't need to be an active sense in terms of give and take where I'm actively, how are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? It's more so a process of like, I am feeling this way. You are feeling this way. We're mutually in this space together. And through this process, we'll figure it out.
Right.
So one thing that I am proud of is my community is filled with Twitch streamers. So in that sense, it's not just my community that's growing. We're also helping build other people's communities to then create a larger hub that helps each other. So the reason that I've grown so fast, honestly, is because of the connections that I've made and the fact that we have made a place where we've staked our flag in the ground and said, this is our space. And people have taken notice of that.
It's beautiful. So, excuse me. How important do you think it is then to be at these conventions? Especially, I don't think we give enough understanding or plight, especially for people, we as a Conqueror movement, we have a lot of affiliates who are music artists and of the lights. So it's like, how important is it for you as an artist now, speaking specifically as an artist, if I dub you that, if that's respectable, how important is it to be at these conventions?
It is imperative to be at these conventions. I think in a lot of ways, I am here representing If the Shoe Fits, that the rap collective I'm a part of. I'm a rapper on Twitch. I say it every single time someone new comes into my stream. And the big thing is I am by myself at this con because we all have like our purposes, and that's the great thing with us being a four-man collective. But if you're a solo group and you desire to get your music heard, you have to come to these cons, connect with people, and show people your content if they haven't heard it before.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so we're gonna bring it home. Anything that you would like to tell your people and people who aren't your people yet, what's one thing you would tell everybody that you need them to do right now?
I say this, go follow me at twitch.tv/GRANTsounds and we'll talk there. The cool thing is that we're here, we've been here, and I love that people are noticing that we're staking our flag in the ground. That's what Conqueror is all about, right?
You facts, you hit it here first. So we got big GRANTsounds, a Conqueror in his own right. You see the owner, come on now, you know what it is.
Keeping it godly.
Yes, sir. So all right, thanks again for your time, man. We appreciate you. Until next time, we're gonna see you again. We'll be around. Always happy to get into with you, but you got the time, man.
Y'all ready? Thank you.